I'm JasonUFC, and today we have a story about UFC welterweight contender Colby Covington continues to call for a fight with UFC lightweight contender Charles Oliveira. UFC welterweight contender Colby Covington has made it clear that he is interested in a showdown with Charles "DuBronx" Oliveira. Okay, let's get straight into the article. In a recent interview, Colby Covington reiterated his desire to go one-on-one with former UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira. Now, I do want to mention that Colby Covington is calling for this fight in the welterweight division, not in the lightweight division, in the welterweight division. Covington wants Oliveira. Now, this is what Colby Covington said about Charles Oliveira, a potential fight with Charles Oliveira. Quote, "It's still a potential fight. The UFC has not shown much interest in that fight," right? I mean, really? But if you look at the landscape of what Charles Oliveira said in recent interviews, that he wants to go up a weight to 170 pounds. Charles Oliveira is a big guy. Colby Covington told Submission Radio, Charles Oliveira is taller than me. He weighs more than me. The guy's just a weight bully, cutting to 155 pounds. That's I haven't really heard anyone call Charles Oliveira a weight bully. Charles Oliveira fought at a featherweight. He was 145 pounds, and he wasn't like a weight bully up there. So I don't really consider Charles Oliveira a weight bully at 155 pounds. But, it's Colby Covington. Because Charles Oliveira wants to be stronger in there because he doesn't have the mental edge. He's mentally weak, so he needs to have a physical edge, Covington continued. Charles Oliveira, another one of those guys with baseless words, said all these things like, I want big legacy fights, I want to go up to 175 pounds, 170 pounds. Well, here's your chance, Charles Oliveira. I am the biggest fight you can get, former... Okay, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to finish with Donald Trump's favorite fighter. What's going to be bigger for your legacy, Charles, than coming and fighting me? You want the biggest fight. The ball is in your court. Let's see if you are a man of your word. Colby Covington ends the conversation about Charles Oliveira there. I just want to preface this by saying that I am a MMA casual, so I don't follow all of this. I don't know what interview Colby Covington is talking about Charles Oliveira, like calling out, claiming that he wants to go up to 170 pounds. I've seen Charles Oliveira trying to angle for a fight versus Islam Makhachev in the lightweight division. I saw he just tweeted out that he's like the number 2 contender. Arman Sarukian, I believe, is suspended for like 9 months for punching a fan. So recently, from what I've seen, Charles Oliveira was like trying to angle for a fight versus Islam Makhachev. And also Charles Oliveira, he was just at UFC, I believe, 303, supporting Ian Gary, right? Ian Gary just fought MVP at UFC 303. And I believe I saw Charles Oliveira, like Ian Gary made it like a point, very specific point, to run over and hug Charles Oliveira before his fight versus MVP. So I'm not saying that Charles Oliveira, isn't looking at the welterweight division, but I don't really see it. Charles Oliveira, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I am an MMA casual, so I can't remember all of this. I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody in the comments saying, Jason, Charles Oliveira fought in the welterweight division, his first 3 fights, but Charles Oliveira's never fought in the welterweight division in the UFC. He fought in the featherweight division, he's fought in the lightweight division, but Charles Oliveira has never fought in the welterweight division. So I don't know why Colby Covington is wasting his time calling out a lightweight. He's called out Islam Makhachev, he's called out Dustin Poirier, right? Like, he's been calling out a lot of lightweights recently. I don't know what's going on there. Like, as I mentioned, Ian Gary, welterweight, undefeated, top 10 welterweight, and Colby Covington isn't calling him out. Colby Covington lost his last fight versus Leon Edwards last year. Shakov Rakhmonov won his fight, and then versus Wonder Boy, and then Colby Covington calls out Wonder Boy, right? He doesn't even call out he doesn't even call out the winner. He calls out Wonder Boy. He's saying, they asked him about, Shakov Rakhmonov or Wonder Boy. He's like, I think the Wonder Boy fight makes more sense. So I don't know what's going on with Colby Colby Covington. These are interviews I would used to go and watch, a lot of the submission radio interviews with Colby Covington. They do pretty good numbers, and he would usually say something, but I don't really, Colby Covington has not fought since last December. A very, 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 very uninspiring performance versus Leon Edwards. He claimed that he broke his foot, but we haven't heard anything from Colby Covington since then. It's July already, 6 months, 7 months ago. Leon Edwards is fighting in a few weeks versus Bilal Muhammad. So I don't know where Colby Covington is at. I have no idea where is he at in the welterweight rankings. As I mentioned, Colby Covington, his last 3 victories were over Jorge Masvidal, who's currently retired, Tyron Woodley, who's currently retired, and Robbie Lawler, who's currently retired. Colby Covington is ranked like number 2 or number 3 in the UFC welterweight division, but he has 0 wins over currently ranked welterweights. I don't know how that makes sense. Covington has to fight Brady, Luque, Gilbert Burns. There's so many names in the top 10 that Covington could fight. Like I said, my boy Shakov Rakhmonov. I don't know why Colby Covington, Shakov Rakhmonov, 17-0. All of his fights have ended in a submission or TKO. Never had a decision victory. Why Colby Covington doesn't call out him? Why Colby Covington didn't take the fight versus Ian Gary, who's also undefeated? There's a lot of names for Colby Covington to be calling out, so it's very disappointing that he's over here calling out lightweight contenders. But like I said, I am an MMA casual, so what the hell do I know? Let me know your opinion of this story. I'm Jason, UFC. Today we had a story about UFC welterweight contender Colby Covington continues to call for a fight with UFC lightweight contender Charles Oliveira in the welterweight division, Colby Covington's division. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.